Bluelock, blah blah Bluelock, da Bluelock, ba ba Bluelock. Episode 15 of Bluelock today. Last time we had some, Isagi is trying to improve his one-on-one skills so that he's not useless when he's basically left to his own devices, because he found out that he's gotta, like, every time he's doing good stuff, it's because he's, you know, working with other people and getting other people to do certain things. But now he's got to do it on his own, even though he's got Nagi as his teammate. Nagi and the other dude are kind of like canceling each other out. I mean, I just love this stuff because this is kind of sometimes like what legitimately, this is what happens in sports sometimes, where it's like, okay, you're going up, you know, you're doing an NBA game, let's say, and you have I don't know, I'm just gonna use two easy popular teams. So the Warriors and the Lakers are going up against one another, and it's like, okay, Curry is doing a great job, and then LeBron's doing a great job. Like, they're both like this super incredibly high level already, so they're just like canceling each other out. So even though they're both incredible players, it's up to the people below, the whole squad below, to be the decider of whether the match is good or not, because the two top players are just clashing. They're just like, you know, Curry goes up and gets a 3, LeBron goes up and gets a 3. Like, they just go back and forth like that. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out, because I am really liking the way that they're doing this match right now. So I'm going to get into this episode. Please, if you want to watch the full-length version of the episode with me, you can go to my Patreon account in the description below. Go check it out, and you get full lengths over there, as well as exclusive reactions, and there are some shows that you get early access for, like One Piece and Vinland Saga, for example. So let's get into this episode of Bluelock. This is episode 15. Here we go. Because you suck. Yep. Oh! He missed! Whoa! Oh! That's pretty cool. God damn. 3-2. Ah, that's a cool way to think of it. They both have to get that circle. That's awesome. Oh, I love this OP. The guitar here sounds like Arctic Monkeys, you know, like Brian Storm, you know? Which is why I love it, I guess. Judgment, judgment. This OP is elite. I love it. Devour. You gotta develop one. Okay. No, yeah, he's quick. No, that was a good move. Oh. Okay, at least he scored and tied it up. But yeah, now you need to start stepping up. Man, that's really important to him, the thing that's in his pocket. I think by the end of this episode or next episode, we're getting Naruhaya's backstory. Just before he gets kicked out. Oh! Oh, Nagi's out though for a bit. You have to do it on your own. No! That's pretty terrifying. Damn it. Well, Naruhaya is still relying on... What's his name? Or was there? Your blind spot. Maybe that's what he's constantly doing? He's always going to your blind spot. Yeah. So you can probably set traps for him. Yeah. That's kind of what he was saying. Yeah. Wow. Overwrite my concept of soccer. Wow. Oh, Nagi got the goal back. So it's just one goal left, right? Oh my god. He's changing his entire perspective right now, Nagi. Oh my god. This is pretty sick. Oh, Nagi knows him. I love it. I love it. This backstory? I bet this is Naruhaya backstory. Yep. Cryptocurrency? Oh no. Good luck with that. Oh, he's like Deku. Aww. Aww. They have to take care of themselves. God. Yeah, I expected them to do this to make me feel a lot for Naruhaya because he's about to be gone. And here's the thing. Oh, it's a good luck charm. I hope Naruhaya loses because he's being weighed down by that one that one box. He's not gonna do that. Oh my god. What if they win and choose Naruhaya? Because they don't want a self. They honestly, Naruhaya might be the choice. Oh my god. Damn, that was close. I think they're faking me out and they're gonna choose Naruhaya at the end of this game. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh. Oh, he's gonna try to do the Isagi. I don't think he's good enough for it yet. Yeah. Yes, he did. Average Joe times average Joe. Of the eye, yeah. So he's got a blind spot. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, look, he's twisting around. He broke his ankles. Yeah, baby. He took your skill. I devoured it. He took it and used it with his own skill. Awesome. It wasn't emulation, it was imitation. Yeah, I mean, he said, I'll tear down everything I know about soccer. That's true, that's sick. Oh. Oh. He is choosing barou? Okay, I was wrong. Damn. They actually did do something unexpected because I expected them to do the unexpected and choose naruhaya. But no, it's about ego. You choose barou. Damn. Oh, he's gone. Disqualified. Oh, god damn. 24 hours earlier? Oh! Rayo. Rayo. Rayo! Yes! Awesome. What the? Whoa! Oh, this is a new ED! Whoa! That's gorgeous! Damn. This show is artistic as fuck. Especially for a sports anime. Numbness like a ginger? That's the name of the song? They're Japanese. I'll give it a pass. That's an awesome. Whoa, this is an additional time. Why isn't this why not just do this in additional time? Oh, now there's additional time. Oh my god, Rayo. Oh, he's coming back. This is the funniest one they've had. Another great episode. Every episode is so good. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about the choosing of your teammates because they chose barou. So it's difficult, right? Because your choice is between barou and naruhaya. It was clear that barou wasn't chosen beforehand because they saw him as too selfish. Now, if it was simply a matter of like, if you were just like looking at these two players and going, which one's gonna make our team better? Obviously barou, right? Like, even if he's not working together with you, obviously he's gonna make your team better. Just in terms of like pure goal scored. If you've got Nagi and you've got barou, they can both score a fuck ton of goals. So that makes sense. But the thing is, right? You have to take into account, like, Naruhaya has got his own skills and is clearly recognizing his own weaknesses at that point. So he's got potential for growth there. So I guess it just depends how much potential for growth is, because the thing to take into account is if you don't choose barou, he is out of Bluelock. He is out, completely disqualified from Bluelock. And that's important because what that means is by choosing Naruhaya, not only are you choosing a person who might gel with your team, but on top of that, you are eliminating a huge threat of Bluelock. And if Bluelock's all about ego, that's kind of what you want to do. It's like Big Brother or whatever, or Survivor, you know? Like, you eliminate the threats, I assume. I haven't really seen Big Brother or Survivor since I was a kid. But I think that's what they would do, is like, if you were too strong, but you were like if you were consistently very strong, but you thought, oh, this person's not going to be on my team very much, you get him out. You vote them out. And they had a chance here to get barou out of Bluelock. So it just... you just have to think, like, is the benefit from eliminating barou from Bluelock, is that big enough to make up for the fact that you're not getting barou on your team for these upcoming matches. And I think it's kind of 50-50. In my opinion, that's like an even split. So I don't think there was really a wrong answer there. You take naruhaya, you get a worse player, but you knock out one of the top players. Or you take barou, you get one of the top players. The future matches are probably going to be easier. But the person you knocked out was probably going to get knocked out at some point anyway. Naruhaya wasn't going to win Bluelock. So you could have had him stay in Bluelock just because that's one less threat, you know? But Naruhaya was also on his knees going, "Don't pity me." And in a way, what I'm saying would have been pitying him. Like, it's not pitying him because you're not doing it for his benefit. So it's more like you're choosing him purely because he's not a threat. So that is insulting. So in a way, I guess choosing barou outweighs it slightly more because it's more humane. It's a more humane way to do it. But now they're stuck with barou, which honestly kind of sucks. Like, I think he's going to cause some problems. Think about the first match they did in Bluelock, like, as a team. When, like, everyone was fighting for themselves and it was just a disaster and they got destroyed. Like, that's what can happen with barou on your team. So you kind of have to use him in a certain way. But yeah, no, barou kind of sucks to personality-wise. But anyway, I'm curious to see where they go from it. So we see that that Nagi is the king of, not Nagi, Isagi is the king of adaptability, which it makes a lot of sense. And I love the way, I mean, because they've been using the puzzle imagery the entire time, and I think it's really cool imagery because, I mean, it doesn't perfectly match up in my head with this metaphor I'm about to use, but it is perfect imagery of, like, the idea of tearing everything down and starting again. So in this metaphor, I guess we would have to say, like, that these puzzle pieces can, for some reason, be used to make a small picture or be used to make a greater picture, but they use the same pieces. So if we're using that in the metaphor somehow, what Isagi's done is he's created like a puzzle, right? He's created a puzzle and it looks great. And if he tries to add to that puzzle around the sides, he can't really do it because the puzzle, like, let's say the puzzle, I'm just gonna get a picture. I'd say the puzzle is this, okay? This one piece picture. So if he tries to add to the sides, he can't because there's like red lines there. And if he tries to add to it, it'll just look like choppy and weird and stuff. But if he takes this entire puzzle apart and starts to create more, and there's like more characters between these two characters, and there's more over here, and there's more here, you know, and expand this out a bit so it's a massive picture. But then you can rebuild it so that these things are still the sides. But to do that, you have to make the entire puzzle from scratch. So that's what Isagi's doing. Sorry, I keep getting the names mixed up. That's what Isagi's doing. He's taking down everything to build himself back up, and he can do it in an instant. Like, he can do it so quickly if he just, like, really, like, and he's not afraid to do that. It reminds me of, I'm an NBA fan, and I'm a Warriors fan, and I've said this before. But Stephen Curry is, if you don't know, he is considered probably the greatest NBA shooter of all time. So he's, you know, an incredible basketball player, and he's particularly good at shooting. He's got a very quick shot, like it's like a 0.2 seconds shot, which is like at his fastest or whatever. I think they measured it in some video. And so he can like get the ball and immediately throw it up, and it's super accurate while also being very fast. And he can score from basically anywhere on the court. You know, he's like in Kuroko's basketball, there's a guy with green hair or whatever, and he can shoot from anywhere on the court. Like, I feel like that character is very Stephen Curry-like, except exaggerated and anime-like. But Stephen Curry, you know, like, it was like just a couple days ago or whatever, he hit a half-court shot at the end of a quarter. Like, he's surprisingly consistent in that sort of stuff. Stephen Curry, as far as I remember, his father is Del Curry, right? Del Curry was also a very good shooter in the NBA. Stephen Curry at some point was being trained by his dad, and I think his dad at some point was like, you know what? We're going to strip your shot away. We're going to tear it down completely, and we're going to start from scratch with an entirely new shooting motion. So he was used to shooting in a certain way, and then suddenly his dad's like, stop shooting like that. We're going to start again, and we're going to create an entirely new one. And the thing about that is, if you do that, all of these skills that you've built up with that shooting motion that you're so used to and your body has gotten used to, like suddenly you're tearing all of that away, taking all that work and throwing it in the garbage. And you're building this new shot. But the thing is, his old shot probably had a ceiling of this, you know? Like his old shot, it's like, oh, he could do really well, and then he stops growing at this point, you know? His new shot, up there. And now he's the greatest shooter, like, ever. Because he tore it all down. He started fresh. So for a while, he, like, got rid of all of those skills, and he had to build himself back up again from scratch. But now, there's so much more to go. And that's what Isagi can do, but he can do it like that. Like that. It's really cool. I love the way they're doing that. And I love the talk of blind spots as well in this show. Because that's if you play sports, like, that's so true, and that's so apt of like how it is, because, you know, I keep using basketball analogies. It's just because I play basketball and I watch basketball, so that's what I know, right? I played soccer a little bit when I was a kid. I don't remember much about how I played soccer, but basketball I still play to this day every week. So but in basketball, you know, you're defending people. You're trying to make sure that the ball doesn't get to them, but you're also trying to keep an eye like on the ball. So you're trying to keep an eye on your defender and on the ball. So your head's constantly going back and forth. You're trying to keep them in your line of sight. So yeah, it's very often that I look that way, see the defender, okay, look back, see the ball, look back, and the defender's gone because he went behind me that way. And so a very common move when you're being defended in basketball, a very common move is to go like that and then run this way, because you go like that and you get into their blind spot, okay? And so that gives them time to look and see that you're not there anymore. And what you instinctively do is you're like, okay, they're not there, and I know that I have a view of this entire section, so he's not there. So where he actually is there. I mean, it's on your blind spot, okay? But I know he's not there. So in my mind, I'm like, well, where is he? He must be there. So I look that way, and I turn my head that way, and he's not there either, because he did the move. So he went that way to get into my blind spot. Then when my head turned, he moved this way. So then suddenly, I am discombobulated. I have no idea where he is. I turn that way, he wasn't there. I turn that way, he wasn't there. So he's nowhere, you know? That distracts me for 3 to 4 seconds, and then at that point the ball gets to him and he shoots. So blind spots are very important, and I like the way that they went into it in this episode. It was very cool. But yeah, I love it. And we also just saw Isagi like combining skills together. So he took the blind spot thing, tore himself down, built himself back up, and then he put his direct shot puzzle piece in there. When Naruhaya did it, he didn't actually use his own skill in that, for that shot, you know? He wasn't as good at the direct shot, but he wasn't using his blind spot skill to set him up for that goal. He was just going for a regular goal and tried to use Isagi's weapon. Isagi used Naruhaya's weapon and his own weapon. It's great. What a great episode. I loved that. So thank you for watching Bluelock episode 15 with me. Please make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and go to my Patreon account if you want full-length, early access, exclusive videos. There's a lot of stuff over there. I would love to have you, but thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.